What's going on, guys? How are you? It is Summer Jeronimo, and today, my friends, we are talking about one of the most important subjects. It's like one of the things that you are going to use not only now, but for the rest of your life. And so, great to see you guys tuning in. We are talking today about how to make your money multiply. Yeah, so like you have these change jars at home. How do you make this green stuff grow in your bank account, grow in your assets, and start seeing more freedom in your life? So if you are just jumping on, I'd love to give you a shout out. We have so many great things we're gonna talk about today. It's been a wild and crazy day. Actually, we just had this birthday party with my husband. We had like an impromptu get together. It was really fun, very nice. So what's up, guys? I see Blanca. What's up? Juan Jose, how are you? Hey, Pascal. Great to see you guys. So, guys, who is this live stream for? And what are we talking about? Well, it's for people that you know that want to get ahead in life. If you have somebody and they're in your team with you, get them on this live stream. If you have somebody in your life, maybe your mom, your sister, your brother, somebody that you know that wants more out of life, and they are willing to do something about it, then this is for them. Today we're talking about how to make your money multiply. I know it sounds crazy, but I have some hacks I'm gonna share with you, some things that myself and my husband have done. We've applied them in our life, and so I wanted to pass them along to you so you can get healthy, wealthy, and rich in the process. So what's up, Danny? Great to see you. I got Juan Jose. How are you? Where are you guys coming in from today? I have been traveling. I was up in Dallas. I'm back in Houston. I'm going back to Dallas. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. What's up, Miss Catherine? Great to see you, girl. How are you guys? So let's talk about this. Just so we can have a conversation. It's not just me talking. I want to talk with you because you're hanging out with me. Hey, Tony, how are you? So I have a question for you. Who has a goal of bettering themselves financially? Like, you want to become financially independent, you want to retire, you just want to have more money than you have month, whatever the case may be. If that's you, then I want you to find a little emoji on your bar there and drop a money sign in the comment section, or you can just put hashtag money. What's up, Miss Angie? Great to see you. I got Mr. Geronimo on. So who do I usually talk to? What's my background? Why are we talking about this subject? Well, to be honest with you, I grew up kind of poor. Like, I was raised by a single mom in the Bay Area, California. My dad left at an early age, and money was always an area that we struggled with, that we had it as a challenge. We would go to the restaurant and we'd look how much was everything. We'd go, before we went to the checkout, we'd calculate how much was going to be in our basket. It was always something that I had to deal with. And so as I got a little older, as I went from being a kid and started getting older, I realized, like, hey, this is an area of my life I really want to master. Like, I don't want to struggle for money. I don't want to have to worry about how much, everything is. It was such a weight on our family growing up. And so it's an area that I put a lot of focus and attention to, so that as I got older and as I learned how to handle it, that it was just there, Are you with me? Would that be good if you needed to go buy something, you had an abundance of money in your bank account, you didn't even have to think about how much things were? Yes. If you agree, drop a hashtag yes in the comments. And guys, I appreciate you all. You're here with me live. If you're live, drop a hashtag live. All the replay viewers, much love to you as well. You can drop a hashtag replay. So I see Ruth is all about financial increase. Who else? If you are, go ahead and drop a money symbol down there. Let me know. Christine, how are you? Hey, Catherine. Awesome. So that was kind of my background. That's where I came from. And so, as I got older, as I became a young adult, I really wanted to straighten this area out in my life. And so today, we're going to talk about 3 things in particular that you can use to start multiplying your finances. Start multiplying the cha-ching in your bank account. So it's funny because when my sister and I were growing up, I don't know if you got an allowance or you did chores or anything like that, or maybe you got Christmas money, birthday money, things like that. what was funny is we were like polar opposites, okay? So here we would get, let's say, $25 for our birthday or whatever. And one of us was like, the money could not get out of their pocket fast enough. and the other one was a saver. Now, I don't know which one you are. If you're like, ooh, I got some money, what can I get? I've been wanting this thing for a while, what can I get? Or if you're a saver. But we're gonna talk about some different things that you can do to kind of put yourself in a position where the money starts growing and multiplying for yourself. So what's up, Lucia? Great to see you. How are ya? So, one of the things that you want to do is, we're going to talk about 3 things in particular, but one of the things that you want to do is you want to have a purpose for your cash. Money that is not earmarked for something, it scatters. Like it doesn't collect, it doesn't grow, it doesn't multiply. For example, let's say you're going to be getting an extra bonus. You're out there, you're making moves, you got lots of good stuff going on, and you have an extra check coming in. What are you going to do with it? Do you have it earmarked like, hey, I'm putting this towards my principal on my house. I want to pay down that mortgage. I am, paying off a credit card. I'm doing something of value with that money. Or or is it just kind of like, yay, it's coming in. What should I get? Oh, I want this thing. Let me go get it. Or maybe we have like shiny object syndrome, right? Where, you had something that maybe just kind of like, I don't know, jumped in front of you. Like it was a pop-up on your computer, or maybe, something on your phone, and you're like, oh yeah, I want that. And boom, we buy it. And so one of the biggest things I can say is, number one, if you want your money to multiply, it must have a purpose. If your money doesn't have a purpose, money without purpose scatters. Money that has a purpose multiplies. So if you are taking notes, then that's the first thing, is earmark your cash for something. Whether it's, hey, this is my freedom fund and I'm saving for the long haul, and you have a goal, right? Like you're like, hey, I want to get to 6 figures in this account, or 7 figures, or whatever the goal is. Or maybe, you have a goal of paying something off. Something like that. But earmark your money, because when you have a goal for what you're pushing for with those funds, you will be amazed how quickly it actually happens. When we don't have a goal and it's kind of just like, you're just kind of going through the motions, then the money may come, the money may go, but it doesn't have a purpose, so it doesn't collect. Are you with me? Anybody and does that resonate with you? If that does, and maybe you've seen something like that happen in your life, where maybe you've seen like, man, I really had a goal of buying my first car, or I really had a goal of, getting out of debt, or taking a dream vacation. If you've seen something like that happen for yourself, and then you had a plan and a purpose for that money, and then before you know it, it happened in almost an exponential period of time because that money had a purpose, then drop a note in the comment section. Let me know, what were you getting, okay? Were you getting something fun? Were you paying off something? Were you planning for the future? Were you investing? What were you doing? What was your goal? Lori says yes. Who else has something? Let me know. You can drop it down there in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. So next thing. Okay, so I don't know about you, but have you ever been, go back a few years. Do you remember when you're like, just got your license, right? You're 16 years old, finally do not need the parent in the car with you any longer. And what do? You go out cruising with your friends, right? Who remembers this? If you remember this, then drop the number 16 in the comment section. So you're 16, you're out there. I can vividly remember, the friends that I would go out with, right? We would go do different, who knows what we would do. We just drive around. We go see people. We had a car. We were free. It was amazing, right? And so in every single time, I have these friends that were with me, and they're like, oh, they want to pull in the 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven buddies, okay? They go in there, they get a soda, they get some water, they get a candy bar, they get whatever, right? And at the time, when you're 16, you think nothing of it. You're like, I want it, I'm gonna get it, and I have some cash, boom, and I got the car, we're good to go, right? And so you guys all remember this. I see all kinds of 16s up there. Awesome. So then what happens is, it's kind of like money in, money out. The second way to make your money multiply is to eliminate the unnecessary expenses that don't enhance your life. Like that 7-Eleven example was like, At the time, I didn't think anything of it. But as I got older, as I started learning about how to create wealth in your life, there's this guy, I think it's David Bach, who talks about this. It's called the latte factor. Have you heard of the latte factor? Anybody? Drop a coffee below. But the latte factor basically works like this. Like when we have these little expenses, getting bottled water at the store, stopping for something that you don't normally need. You could get it anywhere, but you get it and you pay a premium price, right? These little things, they add up, right? Like the Starbucks a day, it keeps the financial freedom away, okay? It's not a good thing because like $3 a day over the month, 3 times 30, well, that's $90, right? Over the year, that's almost $1,000, right? Did you know that every 7 years, if your money is invested, it doubles every 7 years? So that's like $1,000 that we're like kissing away every time we go do those things. So just begin to eliminate the things that don't make your life amazing, okay? Now, I will tell you this. I will be the first to say that like, I'm not big for like skimping or not doing fun stuff or not taking vacations or not actually enjoying life. Are you with me? If you're with me, can I get an amen? I'm not for that. Here's what I think. I think that a lot of times we have these little like habitual things that we do, whether it's going to the Starbucks or whether it's stopping at the CVS or whether it's going by the Walgreens or whether it's hitting the 7-Eleven, right? We have these little things that sometimes we do because it's convenient. We didn't want to go inside of the entire grocery store to buy our bottled water. Or we didn't think ahead, right? And bring one from our house. And because we just do these little things, it's like the money. Okay, I got some money here. Here's a little change jar. It's like you have this money and instead of it cupping in your hand, it's like it's literally like falling through your fingertips, right? And you're not holding on it. You're not multiplying it. You're not getting, you don't have a purpose for that money, so it's not collecting, right? So eliminate the little things that don't really bring you like immense pleasure in your life. The little habitual things that add up over time. Now, do the things that like, hey, you've been wanting to take this dream trip. Like, for example, like my husband and I, he's wanted to take his parents and just like completely spoil them like crazy. And we did that earlier in the month. Actually, last month we did that. We went all out. It was awesome. It was amazing. But it was a planned thing. And it was something that we're going to have those memories forever. Do the things like that, okay? But the things that like, hey, you're not going to remember the muffin and the coffee you had last week at the Starbucks. Like that doesn't enhance your life for the long haul, right? And if you're totally jonesing for it, okay, go get it, all right? Go for it, go get it. But if it's something you do day in, day out, and you kind of do it without thinking about it because it's become a habit in your life, then it's time to step back and say, hey, this little habit is like robbing me of the things that could be my greatest joys. It's robbing me from retiring early. It's robbing me from taking that awesome trip with my family or, paying off my house early or getting out of debt or whatever it is that you need to do. It's the little things that doesn't really make a difference in the long haul, but it's holding you back from what you really want to do. Are you with me? Does anybody agree? If you're on the same page and you're like, yes, I get it. And maybe we have to admit, you're like, okay, maybe I need to stop doing some of these things, right? Then let me know. Drop a comment below. Okay, so let's talk about the last thing. Okay, here's the last thing. The last tip to make your money multiply is you have to put it to work. You got to put your cash to work. Okay, the whole concept of having the money like stashed under the mattress or something like that, or even sitting in your bank account, I hate to tell you, but there is no return on investment for that, right? What's up, Miss Anna? I got a superstar in the house here. Great to see you. So we have to put our money to work. Now, what are some things that we can do to put our money to work? Well, we can invest it in different things. And I'm going to give you a couple of investing tips, okay? Tip number 1, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a network marketer, you probably want to invest in your business. I don't know if you've heard of that before, but invest in your business. Invest in an asset that's going to multiply, okay? Okay, so let's talk about this. Have you ever been to an apartment complex? You're like, where are we going with this story? Have you ever been to an apartment complex and you pull in and you got some so-so cars, you got some junky cars, and you got some like nice cars? Have you seen this? If you've seen this, drop the word car in the comment section. You pull into an apartment complex and you have everything, but then you see these rides that are like, okay, they're awesome. They're pimped out. They look amazing. You know, they spent like a ton of money to get that car. Okay. We got two kinds of assets. We have appreciating assets, things that go up in value over time. And we have depreciating assets, things that go down, 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 down. And so here's what we want to do. We want to invest in things that appreciate, not go down. Okay. So a couple of things that appreciate. Hopefully, if you're building a business, your business is going to be one of those things. If you invest in your business, it's going to pay you out dividends, right? So invest in your business. Number two, invest in yourself. There is no better asset, my friends, than you. You are the best asset that you possibly can have, right? So invest in yourself. Go to the seminars, get the courses, read the books, do what you got to do to grow who you are as a person, because you're going to have the ability to bring more value to the marketplace then, right? So invest in yourself. And last but not least, invest in assets that appreciate. So what goes up in value? Real estate goes up in value. Maybe if you know things about, the stocks and bonds and things of that nature, if you know about it, invest in it. If you don't know about it, do not invest in it. Or seek wise counsel. One of the things that can be, it can be a big challenge is when we invest in things that everyone says, you should invest in this, this is good, but we don't know anything about it, right? And then what does it become? It becomes bad. It becomes a bad scenario. Like, do you remember the time when everyone was all in on the stock market, or everyone was all in on real estate, or everyone was all in on cryptocurrency, right? I mean, that's like the hot thing nowadays, right? Like, if you know about it, put your money there. And have it as an asset that appreciates. If you don't know about it, let us not put our money in something we don't know anything about, right? Like, let us not invest in something that we don't know how to manage, we don't know how to monitor, we don't know how to stay on top of, right? So that is the last thing, is invest whatever you have, your assets, in things that go up in value, not go down. Not the car, the really nice car in the apartment complex, right? We know who's doing well there. The person that owns the complex and the person that drives a really, really nice car, probably they don't have a lot of net worth. And so let us not be that person, right? Let us be the kind of people that invest in ourselves. We invest in our business. We do the little things that make the difference, and we don't spend recklessly for minimal enjoyment. We do things that set us up for the long term. It's interesting. I don't know. Do you guys know Jim Rohn? If you know Jim Rohn, drop Jim Rohn in the comment section. So I was listening to Jim Rohn, classic CD he has. I mean, he's one of the greatest. He's one of the leaders in personal development, right? He's been around for forever. And one of the things that Jim was talking about is his story, right? He talked about how the first 6 years he's out there, he's working, he's hustling, he's doing everything that he has to do. And he was like, broke, right? It was like, the coins we talked about, like the money is like slipping through his fingers, like he didn't know where it all went. But the second 6 years, when he committed to his personal growth, when he committed to learning about how to make that money multiply, then he wound up rich. He wound up financially independent. And what's crazy is, looking back, we started off poor with not much, but because we became a student of it, because we learned about it, because we focused on it, we got to be financially independent at the same age. Jim Rohn was 31. I was like, man, where was I at when I was 31? Thanks to the business that we're in, residual income business, thanks to the personal development, and thanks to the things that I was sharing with you about how to make your money multiply, we were retired at 31. We were financially independent, which is crazy. And so those are some things. I hope you take them. I hope you apply them. I hope you use them, because I want to see that for you. If you want to retire young or retire in the next couple of years, then let's do this together. One of the things that I've seen over and over again of people that are financially independent, people that are wealthy, is leverage, right? This concept of leverage, right? The concept that it's not you going out there and working. You have some things that you put in place that begin to bring you back customers. They begin to bring you back business. They begin to bring you back more income because you did something one time. And so one of the great ways that I know to create leverage in your business is through using social media. And it's something that we started learning about the last couple years. We started tapping into, and I've actually put something together that if you have a goal in your life, and one of your goals is to create that leverage in your life, then social media is an asset. It's a tool that you've got to tap into, my friend. So what I will do is I put something together, which is the 4 essential elements to attracting prospects to you using social media. So if you need more business, if you need more people joining your team, if you need more customers, it's a great way to go. So I will drop a link here so that you can access that. You can use that. It's my free gift to you. And that is it. Guys, it's been great spending time with you. What's up, Jeff? How are you? You're so sweet. Thank you. I see Felipe. This is my dear friend. Everyone say hello to Felipe. Him and his beautiful wife, Renee. They just had a baby. Oh my goodness. And they're my dear friends. And who else do we have? I see Blanca. All right, guys. Okay, so I think we're about done. We are wrapping it up. So if this is something that added some value to you, drop a comment below. Let me know. Thank you, Miss Lori. Great to see you as well. Let me know. Feel free to share this with your team. Feel free to share this with people that you have in your life. People that you know that they want more out of life and they're willing to do something about it. You know, we do not need to live paycheck to paycheck. We do not need to live hand to mouth. We do not need to live. Most of us on the line now are in the United States where anybody can do anything, right? Like this is not this society where, you know, you have to settle for your lot in life. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you want to retire in the next 5 years, you, my friend, can do it. If you say, hey, I want to be financially independent, I want to pay off my house, I want to do this, I want to do that, whatever the dream is that you have in your heart, you can do it. You got to believe you can do it. And you got to have some strategy. So we've talked about a couple of key strategies with your money and with leverage using social media. So I hope you take it. I hope you use it. I hope you go out there, my friend. You live your life to the full. You conquer your fears, the things that have maybe been holding you back, and you go get everything that God has in store for you. So that's it for tonight, guys. Take care. Be blessed. If this added some value, share it with your teams, and I will see you all next time.